The point of this video is to show how police constables have now turned into police officers and have no lawful authority or jurisdiction over any living man or living woman. The police do not serve the people, they obey corporations. There appears to be two systems running side by side, a legal system and a lawful system. The previous video called Proof the Police Are a Business shows the evidence that all police constabularies are nothing more than private run-for-profit companies, and constables are corporate enforcers. It gets worse. A Freedom of Information request was sent to Lancashire Constabulary dated 16 July 2024 and was given a reference number by Lancashire Constabulary. Two simple questions were asked. 1. Please provide me with a copy of the sworn oath every police constable now takes, from this day Tuesday 16 July 2024, when becoming a police constable. 2. Please provide me with the information of whether or not all police constables retook their oath after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and if they did, please provide me with what that oath was. The response to question 1 was as expected. The response to question 2 was very alarming. In the response to question 1, the only word that has changed from the original oath is Queen now says King. It says King, but does not say which king. Is it the King of Clubs? Is it King Solomon? Is it King of the Castle? You get the picture. So this is clear evidence that police constables operating in the corporation known as the United Kingdom have not swore an oath to King Charles III. A previous Freedom of Information request confirmed the sworn oath police constables took was to the Queen. So again, which Queen? The response to question 2 is alarming.
No information held. Please note that officers were not required to retake the oath on the passing of Queen Elizabeth II.
The oath for a police constable was asked for. In their response, constables was changed to officers. Therefore, by default, police constables employed as public servants to keep the peace have become police officers, employed to enforce corporate policy for corrupt, greedy corporations. Every day, corporate police officers target living men and living women with the intent to cause as much loss, harm, and injury, to generate as much money as possible for their corporations. Since 1952, we have had no police constables in England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. When a police constable approaches you, ask these simple questions. Are you a police constable? Have you swore an oath to King Charles III? Can I see your warrant card? The police constable knows he can't enforce any acts or statutes on a living man or living woman without their consent. So the trick is, the constable turns into an officer and tries to gain joinder with you. This is achieved by getting you to say your name, the all-capital letter legal fiction that was created without your consent or full disclosure. This is needed so a police officer working for a corporation can use it as implied consent to do business with you. The police in the corporation known as the United Kingdom have to get your consent. Don't take my word for it.
The way we police in the UK, the way we police is by consent. We want police.
One of the fundamental principles of policing in the United Kingdom is that we police with the consent of the public.
The fact that we have all been lied to and used as a means to extort money from good, honest living men and living women for greedy corporations like House of Commons, House of Parliament Westminster, HMRC, a parent company in London and all HMRC offices, Lancashire Constabulary headquarters and all police constabularies, is immoral and should make you want to challenge them. All men and women working for these corporations have no morals and continue to harm the balance of life by keeping the lies and deceit going. So if they want to pretend to be police constables in a public office, let us use their acts and statutes against them. They can't have it both ways. If anyone in a public office does a wrong, like demands money, issues fines, traffic tickets, etc. To a living man or living woman without their consent, they will be liable for their actions or inactions. On 30th of August, 1889, an act was passed that shows you this fact. Public Bodies Corrupt Practices Act, 1889. Section 1. Corruption in office, a misdemeanor. Note: when you read the Act, persons, meaning public bodies like government/court employees, council workers, police, etc., fall under this Act because they are a corporate body and can be prosecuted in their own legal system. Governments, councils, courts, police, or any other public body who try to attach or apply their acts and statutes interpretation of person to a living man or living woman without their consent should be held accountable for binding them into slavery and human trafficking. Use the Public Bodies Corrupt Practices Act, 1889, to hold them accountable for their actions. If a judge rules in their favor, then the judge is aiding and abetting with them. The judge is depriving you of your right to due process of law and is binding you into slavery. You were born free. You were never meant to be a slave, working day after day for a tyrannical system. Be part of the solution. Protect yourself and your family. Declare yourself living and claim ownership of your dead fiction for free. Go online and join the CLC and Croon community today. www.commonlawcourt.com, where fiction ends and reality begins. Knowledge is power.
Funkstar.